Life is a video game, but most of us are stuck at the wrong level. We are players in this open world game and we can do anything we want. Some became creators, doctors, monks, entrepreneurs, but who are you becoming? You feel you are stuck on the wrong path that wasn't even your choice. Parents, school, 9 to 5, they're all pushing us into a rigged game. But here's a secret. You can change how this game is played, and the cheat code is discipline. Life is a game where either you lose or you learn. Robert Kiyosaki. I will walk you through how this game really works. You will learn the rules of the game, the power of discipline, and how to change your story. So what is the foundation of this game? Firstly, we are the players, us. These are the humans which we are all in this game. The level, we have a level going from 0 to 100. This represents our discipline, how disciplined we are. Also, we have a skill tree. Now skill trees, if you have played any kind of game, you know that it goes from, I don't know, from a simple base foundational things, and you can go out in a really lot of ways and build a lot of different skills. Now there are also bosses, and these bosses also go from level 0 to 100. They are also defeatable, and that could be defeated with a different set of skill tree. So if I don't know, this represents a boss, #1. How can I draw a hashtag? Then this represents a boss, #2. With these different skill sets, skill tree, on the skill tree you can defeat these different bosses. Now, how the game works? The game works really simple. There is this big world, this we call the globe. It's open world, and that is how it works. And we can do whatever we want in this open world game. There is no side quests, there is no missions. You can do whatever you want. There is no real limit of what you can do. Now, bosses, these are big bosses, represents your goals. Now, what do I mean? Just as in life, as in a video game, a goal you have is something which you have to achieve. Now, and that is not easy. So the boss equals your goal, and it's hard to defeat. Now what you need to do is that the level of a boss is something going from 0 to 100, but if you as a person don't have that kind of level, that means that you cannot achieve that. So if there is a boss level 50, for example, and that represents your goal of making 10k per month, and the level 50 represents the discipline level. Now the skill tree, for example, can be anything. For 10k per month, sales, I don't know, marketing, XYZ things, doesn't matter right now for us. But if you're at level 10 of discipline, then you cannot achieve or defeat this boss. Because if you, for example, cannot read or work for an hour without distractions or checking your phone multiple times, then you cannot get to 10k per month. Like, you have to be able to be disciplined enough to sit down and work for an hour until you can get to 10k per month. And this is how this game works. Now, of course, let's say you are at level 50, but you want to reach 10k per month. Like, you can work, I don't know, 10 hours a day without any distractions, like really any distractions. But if you don't have the skill tree, you cannot defeat that boss. Because every kind of boss has a different skill set, which you need in order to defeat that. And how can you do it? Well, you have to learn it. But think about the same way. If you want to achieve something in life, you need to be disciplined to do it, but it requires a different skill set. If you want to be a perfect or a really good basketball player, well, you have to be disciplined, but also you have to play basketball. If you want to reach 10k per month while doing SMMA, well, you have to be disciplined in the same way you want to be a pro basketball player, but you need different skill sets. So what boss you have depends on what goals you have. And as you have the boss level, you can level yourself up to the same level, and you can learn the skills to defeat that boss. Now, how can you do that? So how can you level yourself up, level your discipline and stuff like this? So how this discipline leveling works is that if you're at level 1, for example, level 1, how can you level your discipline? Well, you can only level your discipline if you do something and you get experience. So I'm going to break down how discipline works, but by leveling up your discipline, you can achieve a point when you want something, you will achieve it. And how can you learn skills? Well, you have to learn skills. And this is the two ways of how this game works, and this is how you achieve anything in life. If you want a goal, really, you have to be disciplined enough to do it, and you need to learn the skills. There is no other thing which is required for this but for this goal for you to achieve. Because anything in life is achievable. If it has been done by someone else, you can achieve the same. But the difference is that someone have that discipline, someone learned the skills and applied time to it. So, how does this discipline thing work? How can you level your discipline up? Now, discipline is when you promise something to yourself and you do it. So promise action. So if I promise to myself that I'm going to go to the gym tomorrow and I do it, I am disciplined. If I say to myself, oh, today I'm going to work for 1 hour and I do it, I'm disciplined. But if I say something and it's not happening, then I'm not disciplined. So what is important is that you are not on a fluctuating scale like motivation of I'm working here because I'm motivated and I'm not working here. Promise, do it. Now, the problem is that if you are not disciplined enough, so your level is really low, like level 10, you have this feeling of anxiety and stress and doubt when you think about your goals. You want to achieve your 10K per month. Now, the problem is that you do not believe yourself because you're not disciplined. If your level is low, what it means is that you do not do everything which you promise to yourself. And what that will cause is that you will not believe in yourself. And if you do not believe in yourself, then you not achieve anything. So if you say to yourself, okay, tomorrow I'm going to the gym and I'm working for 1 hour, and that day you didn't go to the gym and didn't work for 1 hour, then you don't believe yourself. It doesn't matter what motivation are you, what is it fluctuating or not, you do not believe your own words. And if you do not believe your own words, if you say to yourself that I'm going to reach 10K per month, like you don't believe yourself. Firstly, you have to believe on yourself until you can reach the point of you can actually defeat that boss. And this is how leveling up works. You have to make sure that you believe in yourself. And this is really simple. What can you do is put causes into action as many times, and that will level your discipline up. How this works is that if you're really low level, then if you do the little promising action things, it will level up. After a time, you will need to do bigger things to get more experience, because as in video games, going from level 1 to level 2 is easier than going from level 50 to 51. Why is that? Because it requires more experience. So if you want to go from level 1 to level 2, then if you promise to yourself that tomorrow morning I will do my bed, and I will wake up at 7 and I will do my bed, and you do it, you went up from level 1 to level 2 because you promised, did the action, and this caused an effect of belief. This person, your mind starts to believe in yourself that what I'm saying will happen. And this, as you're building this up, this goes from level 2, then a lot of causes like this, a lot of these will make you a big level player. Now, after a time, it will require harder tasks. So if you say to yourself that at level 50 that I'm going to reach level 50, or I'm going to reach 10K per month, or I'm going to defeat that boss, and if you don't do it, you didn't acted out on your promise. But it's not about did you get the results, but did you stay with the same thing until it happened. And this is discipline, because discipline is not what you are doing. Discipline is doing, even though you want it or not. And if you build this level up, you can do anything in life because you will promise, you will believe in yourself. So this is the step. Have the boss, which you know the level, 50, and if you're at that level, 50, then what I'm saying, I believe in myself will happen, then I can say I'm going to defeat this boss, I'm going to kill this boss, and then I can go and I can learn the skills which is required for me to defeat this enemy. It's not about anything else, not 10k per month, nothing is different in anything you want to achieve in your life. So, if you understand this, these are your next steps. You have to understand your goal. Who is the big enemy you are facing? What is this enemy? You have to understand the level of that enemy, what kind of discipline level you need in order to defeat this enemy. Well, I don't know, let's say it's 50 right now. The level difference between you and the goal. So just think about how much do you believe in yourself? Like, do you say what you do or do you do what you say? And level is a big question for you. It's hard to understand, but if you just understand what are your actions based on what are you saying you are going to do, you will understand your level. Next thing is you have to build discipline. Do every single task which is promise action, promise equals action, which will level yourself up. So for example, when I started it this way. I said to myself, I will do my bed. I did it. I will wake up at 7. I did it. I will work for, I don't know, X hours. Today I will do this task. And I shook my hand in order for me to believe in myself, that promise that I'm going to do it. This is it. And it built it up until a point where, I was like, I started running and I was running and I was like, okay, I will run 5 kilometers. Then I have run the 5 kilometers. My brain said to me that you are going to run 10. My body just believes so much in my mind that what I'm saying is happening that I had to run 10 kilometers. I couldn't just stop. Like, okay, 5 kilometers I want to run. No, 10. That's all. If my brain says 10, you have to do it. Because you're disciplined. It's not about do you want it or not. You said it, you will do it. And that came to a point with me with my running that I have started to fear my mind because I was running, and if my brain said that 1 more kilometers, I had to do it, even when I was hurting or doing whatever. And this is how you reach your goals. And this is how you build the discipline. The next thing is you have to understand what is this boss's skill sets, which you need in order to defeat it. And you can learn it when you are leveling up yourself or just when you level yourself up. But it's best to start learning the skills when you are leveling yourself up. So learn the skill sets. That's a different question. How can you learn skill sets? And the only thing required is to defeat this enemy and have the goal. And this is how life works. This is how you can achieve anything in life. This is the basis, the foundation of how to achieve anything in life. Our life is a video game. And stop with the BS that it's not going to happen or the stuff like this. You don't believe in yourself. It's not stress, doubt, or anxiety. You don't believe in yourself. Nothing else. I have also a ton of doubt, stress, or anxiety or stuff like that. But it's just because you don't believe in yourself. Start believing in yourself and you won't have this feeling. I know, for example, that I'm going to reach my goal. I know that I'm going to reach 10k per month. The question is when. Nothing else is a question. And this is how you can build up the discipline, the skill sets to reach anything in life you want. So, if you are a content creator, agency owner, coach or consultant, or anyone related to content creation, there's a link down below where I and other eager creators can help you get more views and make more money. Check it out.